Hi there. Are you struggling with learning English? Or does it feel like it's too complicated? Well, let me tell you something. English is not hard at all. In fact, it's much easier than you think. And guess what? Today I'm gonna reveal a simple secret to mastering English. It's all about prepositions. Yes, that's right. Just a few simple prepositions can unlock a whole new world of fluency for you. Stick with me, let's dive into it. Number one is on. On. On is used to show that something resting on place at the surface of something else, like this. It indicates that one object supported another object. For example, you would say, the book is on the table. On the table. To mean that book is resting directly on the top of the table. Now, how do we use it in a sentence? When you want to ask about position of an object, you would say, where is the book? The answer could be, the book is on the table. So in a sentence, it's easy to ask where something placed or located. Where is the book? Book is on the table. On the table. So number two is in. In. And refer to something that inside, defined, and closed in space. It's used when object within a boundaries of another object are placed. For example, if you say the keys are in the drawer, you mean that keys are inside the drawer. Now, how do we use in a sentence? If you're asking where something is kept inside, we'll say where are the keys? The answer could be the keys are in the drawer. This shows that the object is inside a container of or space. Where are the keys? The keys are in the drawer. So number third is at. At. At is used to describe a specific point or location. It focuses on particular position or place rather than the interior or surface. For example, you might say, I'm at the bus stop. I am at the bus stop. Meaning that you are at a specific location or the bus stop. To use it in a question, you can ask about a specific place or event. For instance, you might ask, where are you? And the answer could be, I am at bus stop. Where are you? I am at the bus stop. Number four is under. Under. Under means that something is located directly beneath something else. And lower position, it's used when one object is below or lower than another. For instance, if you say the cat is under the table, it means the cat is below the table. Now to ask where something is positioned under another object, you could ask, where is the cat? And the answer would be, the cat is under the table. Where is the cat? The cat is under the table. Number five is above. Above. Above means that something is at higher than something else. It indicates that one object positioned over another object, but not necessarily touching it. For example, the painting is above the fireplace. Means the painting is positioned higher than the fireplace. If you want to ask about position of something above, you can ask where is the padding. The answer could be the padding is above fireplace. Where is the padding? Painting is above fireplace. Number 6. Behind. Behind refers to something located at the back of something else. It's used to describe position of one object in relation to another. For example, the dog is behind the fence. Mean the dog is on the other side of the fence. When asking about a position of something behind another object, you would say where is the dog? The answer could be the dog is behind the fence. Where is the dog? The dog is behind the fence. Number 7 is beside. Beside means next to or alongside something. It indicates two things are next to each other, usually in close proximity. For instance, the chair is beside the desk, means the chair is right next to the desk. To ask about the position of something next to another object, you could ask where is the chair, and the answer would be the chair is beside the desk. Where is the chair? Chair is beside the desk. So number 8 is between. Between means that something positioned in the middle of the two objects. It's used when an object is located in the center of two other things. For example, the car is between the two trees. Means the car is located in the middle of the two trees. Use between in a question. You can ask where is the car? Car is between the two trees. Number 9 is with. With with is used to indicate being a company of someone or something. It shows that two or more things are together. For example, I am with my friend. Means that you are spending time together with your friend. If you want to ask who someone is with, you could ask who are you with, and answer would be I'm with my friend. Who are you with? I am with my friend. Number 10 is without. Without means the absence of something. It's used when something is missing or not included. For example, she came without her bag. Means she didn't bring her bag with her. To ask about something that is missing or not included, you could ask what did she forget? And the answer could be she came without her bag. Number 11. For. For. For is used to indicate the purpose or intended of something. It shows what something is meant for. For example, the gift is for you. Means the gift mean for person you are speaking to. When you want to ask for whom something is, you could say, who is the gift for? And the answer would be the gift is for you. From. Number 12. From. From indicates the starting point of origin of something. It shows where something or someone comes from. For example, I am from New York. Means your origin or place of residence is New York. Now, if you wanna ask where someone is from, you would say, where are you from? The answer could be, I'm from New York. Number 13 is to. To is used to indicate direction or movement towards something. For example, I'm going to the store means you are heading in the direction of the store. To ask about where someone is going, you could ask, where are you going? The answer is, I'm going to the store. Number 14 is by. By refers to the person or thing that creates or causes something. It's also used to indicate proximity or mean of transportation. For example, the book was written by B.Z. Rowling means B.Z. is the author of the book. If you want to ask about the creator or the creator's method, you could ask, who wrote this book? The answer would be, the book was written by B.Z. Number 15 is of. F shows position or association between two things. It indicates someone or something. For example, this is a book of poems, means the book contains poems. To ask what something is associated with or belongs to, you could ask, what is this book about? The answer could be, no, this is a book of poems. Yes. About. Number 16 is about. About refers to the topic, a subject, something. It's used to indicate what something is related or to discussion. For example, we are talking about the weather. Means the topic of discussion is the weather. What are you talking about? We are talking about English learning. We are talking about the weather. We are talking about our channel for subscription. Number 17 is during. During is used to indicate that something happened at the same time as something else. It shows the duration of an event. For example, we had a break during the meeting. Means the break happened while the meeting was taking place. If you want to ask when something occurred in the middle of the event, you could ask, when did you have a break? The answer might be, we had a break during a meeting. Number 18 is until. Until shows the time up to a certain point. It used to refer to something that will happen or continue until a specific moment. For example, I will wait until 6 p.m. means you will wait up to 6 or 5, 7, 8 p.m. To ask how long someone will wait, could you say, how long will you wait? The answer would be, I will wait until 5 p.m. Number 19 is over. Over means that something is above or covering something else. It can also indicate movement, position across something. For example, the blanket is over the bed. To ask where something is placed or positioned over something else, you could ask, where is the blanket? The answer might be, the blanket is over the bed. Where is the blanket? The blanket is over the bed. Oh, the number 20 is underneath. Underneath refers to something being directly below under another object. It shows that one object positioned under another. For example, the house. For example, the shoes are underneath the table. Means the shoes are located on the table. If you want to ask where something is positioned directly below another object, you could ask, where are the shoes? Where are my phone? The answer, underneath the table, the box, whatever be. Number 21. True. True means in one side and out of other. It's used when passing from one side to another, such as passing through tunnel. A door, for example, we went through the door means you moved from one side to another. Door to the other side. To ask about movement through an object or space, you could ask, where did you go? We went through the door. Number 22nd, among. Among is used to how that something is in the middle of the group of thing or people. It's typically used for three or more items individual. For example, he is among the student means he is in the group of the student. To ask about something being in a group, you could ask, where is he? Where is she? And the answer, he is among the student. He is among the student. Number 23, around. Around means is circular direction of surrounding an area. It shows that something is located near to or surrounding something else. For example, there are trees around the park. Means trees are surrounding the park. To ask about something being or near surrounding another object, you could ask, where are trees? Where are people surrounding an area? Yes. So number 24 is past. Means going by or moving in front of something but not stopping. For example, she walked past the store. Means he walked by the store without stopping. To ask about something, what happened near or by, you could ask, where did she walk? The answer might be she walked past the store. Number 25 is against. Against means in position to or in a contact with something, typically referring to something being placed or pushed toward a surface. For example, the chair is against the wall means the chair is resting on the near of the wall. He's always against me. If you want to ask something relation to an object, you could say where the chair, the answer would be the chair is against the wall. This is enough for today. Share my video and subscribe my channel.